I think it's crazy how, you get a guy like Timothy Bradley who gets on here and does these interviews and says, Jerron Boots Ennis, man, he's not even worthy of fighting Crawford. Why? Why would Crawford waste his time fighting a guy like him? He's nobody. Nobody even knows who he is, man. Why don't you go fight a YouTuber or something like that? Just downplaying the skill set that Jerron Ennis brings to the ring. Now, he's a former fighter. He knows really how good Boots Ennis really is. But he's downplaying it. I almost feel like he wants to protect Crawford from something, right? And you're acting like Boots has no fan base. It's funny how he has no fan base, you say, but the only two names they bring up when it comes to fighting Crawford is Canelo and Boots. Nobody's bringing up Danny Garcia. Nobody's bringing up Keith Thurman. Nobody's bringing up Tim Tszyu. Nobody's bringing up Errol Spence anymore. Nobody's bringing up Jermell Charlo. They basically don't even say these people's names no more. These people's names are not even mentioned when it comes to fighting Terrance Crawford. But the name that keeps coming up, the nobody, the person y'all call nobody, Boots in his name just keeps popping up. It's crazy. I think his name comes up just as much as Canelo's, are very close. So he's right there at your weight class. You can fight him. Now, when people bring up the money, it's funny how people bring up the money, but we don't even know what money they're going to put in the pot, right? There's a certain amount of money that goes to the fighters, right? Then they got to allocate the money to percentages, right? So, okay, we don't know what Boots Ennis would agree with, right? We don't know, right? He might be cool with 75-25 just to get a shot at Crawford. He may take a crazy deal, 70-30. I'm cool. That's all right. Let's do it, right? And Crawford can still make really good money, and we can get the fight that we want. Another thing is, Crawford says, show me the money. And I'm like, well, Crawford, you're the A side. You're supposed to show Boots Ennis the money. That's the funny part about it. You keep telling Ennis to go get the money. You go get the money. You're the A side. Ain't that how this works? In boxing, the A side is the one doing the offering, right? You're the one making the offers. So why are you asking Boots to show you the money? That doesn't make sense, right? Crawford knows this. Crawford knows this. So I'm a big fan of Crawford. I'm not knocking him, but sounds like he's a little hesitant to get in there with Jerron Boots Ennis. Just my opinion.